Hello, hello, hello. Let's skip all the pleasantries. I got a rush project and it came in and I'm decided to take it on and I don't even think I have time for it. And yeah, I'm gonna see what I can do about it because I have other rush projects as well. I don't know why I keep doing this to myself, but this one's this one should be pretty straightforward. So I'm just doing my file convention system right now, which is that I've got a client's name, and then I've got a portal name so that they see it in a certain way when I share the portal name through Dropbox, and then the project name, and then I have a date which is 250219 DRVA V1, and then project name Alan Moore and my initials. And so I'm working on the as built for this. So Alan Moore AB. Sweet. And that does some fantastic things in my template for naming things. Because I do believe that this is going to need a demo plan, even though that wasn't on my scope of work. But my scope of work is such that it's a retainer. And shoot, calls coming in from the client, and I'm live. So I'm going to have to let that roll through, and I'll call them in a little bit. Okay. So I transferred the file that I was given into my template was step one. This is a canvas scan produced, scan to chief service that they're doing. And I'm bringing it into my template to kind of, if you want me to create the fastest construction documents, that's always going to be in my template. Yes, I can move quickly in someone else's template, but not nearly as quickly as I can work in my own. So, and that's what I was operating with. And then Canvas does a bunch of funny stuff. So I always take away their moldings and I take away their funny little fixtures here. So all these fixtures are actually just fixtures. I don't know why they never take the time to put these on the correct layer, which would be like an HVAC layer, because we would never want to see these in a plan like this. So these should all be their return air. They're doing some funny things, building return air, multiple systems, or that's a return air. Who knows what this is? And let's just stick these on an HVAC layer. But yeah, if you're in here and you want to ask some questions, please feel free. And otherwise, just come in here and hang out. This was impromptu. I'm surprised anyone's in here. There seems to be a few people in here. And then I should have just used the layer painter for these, but whatever, it seems to be fast enough. HVAC. By the way, you can always just come in here, hover over it, and just type in, and that will get rid of those. I don't want to see this shower vaulted ceiling deal here, so and they're obviously using all caps as a font, and I am not. That's why they're not leading all caps, but I'll put in shower, and my system knows when this word is present to not put ceiling height, which is great. And there seems to be a vaulted ceiling in here, which is crazy. And then we'll call this water closet instead of bath, which I have built into my system. And that should, if we change the default label, that should take away ceiling height, right? And then they also seem to have typed in toilet as well. Who knows why? And then my system also sees rooms labeled CLST for closet and knows not to put ceiling height. And then my system will do stacked labels on a particular room. If I use a little tool. Yeah, they're typing in the room name as well as who knows why. They do such funny things. Yeah, they're typing in the word everywhere. Very strange. My open below does show ceiling height. That's fine. And then the roof is cutting in here. That's what this line is. So that to me kind of feels like it's some kind of modeling error, but maybe they're right. That is It's just so funny that they've got this hand typed in right below. Or maybe that's a remnant of me bringing this over. I think that is what this is. These are all remnants of me bringing the file over. Interesting. So I could just take all these and marquee select similar, delete, and then instead I could just use my rich text ones, which look really nice. Living room, huh? Nice one. Laundry. And yeah, that's looking a little cleaner. Let's do some auto dimensions. Cool. You're talking about me or the plan, Merlin? Nice. And attic vaulted. Funny that they... Why? I wonder why they built an attic level. Well, because there's stairs going up to it. Interesting. Whatever. Okay. Funny. I'm not going to need that. And so let's just do same thing here. Marquee select, I'll select all similar, and I'll populate this guy right here. It'd be cool if I could figure out an even faster way of placing this. I can't immediately think of anything though. And we'll skip steal. Pop, pop, pop. Yep. Yeah, same thing. Lowercase garage. Very strange. Why are they naming it hall? Oh, because they didn't want it to take on the function of a garage, where maybe they had, like, maybe this was not a mono slab and maybe it's a raised garage on stem wall or something like that. That would make sense. So they named that whatever. But my system still sees this as garage, so it's going to do some kind of adjusted plate height, which it is below. That's very strange that they used a hall room type for that. No idea why. And then what is this? Stairs and ramps. So that's a landing. And then this is, oh, this is a fireplace. That's an architectural block. And so if we tab into it, oh, look at them getting clever. Oh no, that's a 3D solid. Where is this fireplace pass through? Oh, the pass through opening label is coming from this. Gotcha. And let's press that label. Or let's utilize it. Okay. And so now what? I kind of want to show this split. There we go. That's a better look. Cool. And so this is my as built, and then I have to get my notes up on another screen so I can work on this. Because I think we're going to do some wall hatching here. I think this wall gets removed. And wall hatching is driven from layer styles. And for demo, yeah, maybe I do want it, for demo, I want it black, sure. There we go. So that's going to be a wall to be removed. And I have this tool called my annotation tool, and I should be able to pop this in. And this should not be for new flooring. This should be an as-built, which means I've got some other file open. So let's save this. Let's control all of that. Close chief down. This is just the nature of globals. Sometimes you get these ghost global values coming in that aren't making any sense. So let's see if I can't. Could have just gone to recent there. New walls per detail still showing up even though this is a -AB plan. And this should be showing, oh, my AB, my as-built designator that's built into my templates disappeared. I did something wrong, maybe. Let's see. Oh no, I just needed to switch to this. There we go. Now this should be hatching denotes walls to be perfect. And maybe actually instead of this, we'll use a keynote schedule. So let's do this instead. I like a little double action here, a little double arrow like that. Yeah. I'm showing HVAC again. I don't want to. And I don't really want to show electrical either, or moldings. Okay. And so let me go look at what am I even doing. Attached document from the contractor. Let's download these off screen. Okay. Got that up. Remove bay, remove wall, extend the kitchen. They're saying this is a non-bearing wall, which is interesting. I'd be surprised at that. Let's actually look at that. Is that non-bearing? Yeah, maybe. I mean, joists are going to be running this way to this way. You would think. Boy, I'd be questioning that because you got a big span here. You got a 30-foot span here. So how are they calling this a non-bearing wall? You think that this has some kind of span over this center here, and then they change joist direction midway through the house? That'd be really odd. Possible. Yeah, I'd question that and go back to them for that one. But whatever. So let's just drop this note in here like so. And it should be the same note. And just so we're clear, let's go open this up as well. See, these should be the same. I wonder why they're not grouping like objects. Maybe I just have it set that way by default. Oh, group similar. There we go. Cool. Let's just throw this here and here. And so we can see everything on the screen as we go. All right. So I made a mistake and I should have saved this as new first because I think it's complete as the as-built is concerned. Yeah. So Control Save and Control Alt S, and now this is -N. And then Control Alt S again and resave it as the AB. So now I'm working on the AB, but I have a saved copy of the new that I can work from. And so we're going to do, I think that my Anno tool picks up that it should be a cabinet to be removed if we use it. I think it should be cabinets to be removed, really. Let's just see, finish cabinets, finish, yeah, okay. So it does do that correctly. So just get to do this. Bam, bam. And why not just throw another one in there just to show. Right. That says demo flooring, but it should have picked up cabinets to be removed. Maybe, maybe not. Huh. Oh, there you go. And we don't need these guys because we're not going to do that. And what is this? Don't know. Don't need that. All right. Oh, remove bay window. I have not programmed this tool to do that. That would be cool. Yeah, I'll program that in if it's I don't know if a bay window reports. Oh, this isn't technically a bay window. They built it with walls. Interesting. And then what the heck is this? Who knows? Canvas always comes up with some funny stuff. Yeah, these are custom backsplashes. They probably built some wainscot or something. So layer hider. Let's get rid of it. There we go. Okay, and then back on this. That seems to be it. And then there's a second floor of stuff, which very difficult to understand this chicken scratch over here. So there's some partial demo happening here. Oh, they're demoing a lot here. Okay. Oh boy. So we've got basically everything in these angled walls. It's partial demo. Who knows what this is or what they built this from? They drew these in as CAD lines or something? What is this? So it's a cabinet face. Yeah, whatever. Okay. And then they're using these and they don't need labels on these. Very funny. Oh, and they've got some kind of poly solid here or something. Yeah, they do some really funny stuff. There we go. And then some funny little manual dimension stuff. Oops. Huh. Okay, there we go. I need to get to my project label options one time. Okay, there we go. That's looking clean. And so yeah, removing all this. Including demo flooring. Assuming demo flooring in here too. Interstitial room. Okay. Yes, Dustin, I did. So they didn't have the time or the resources to get it done in the amount of time they needed to get it done. It's past client of mine, and yeah, and I didn't think I had time to do it either, but just decided to go with it and see what we could do. And see where it ends up. And I know, given that there's not a whole lot of information here, that is probably going to go back and forth to the contract. So that's in my contract is I'm going to send you some kind of preliminary thing. And then I'm assuming someone's going to come back and tell me they need more. So that's what I'm assuming. And then let's just do a little layer painter here. And I'm going to get to a special demo layer that I have. And it should be hatch line. So I should be able to demo. Yep. Demo door. Demo door. Demo door. Demo door. Hatch these out. There we go. And do I want to put these on a demo layer? I think I can. But no, I like the wall hatching is fine. And we can even put, cabinets and everything on. In fact, I could just do a select intersected mode and switch to a demo layer doesn't have a marquee mode. That's too bad. But yeah, basically I'm just wiping out all that. Wiping this out. It looks like this is extended into the room. Okay. Yeah. All right. So I think that's largely it. Demo floor and demo floor. Cool. Okay. So, throw this into, change the reference plans to what I need. Here's the AB. There's the, why does it make me go back through all that again? Save this to my clipboard history. And there's the new. And we don't need to show a lot info, hopefully. All right, so that's in place, new and existing. Okay. And let's close down the AB. Let's get into the new. Yep. Okay. And so now this hatching gets to go. Hatch tool. And this wall gets to go. And all these cabinets get to go. What is this? A solid or something? Just weird stuff they're putting in. Weird stuff. All right. And so this extends through, and that's going to be on a new wall layer. Exterior. And whatever wall type they used is not being driven by the layer. Too bad. There you go. And we can do a little bit of reference display and kick to our AB and change to our existing floor plan and move it down. And that should show me. That's interesting. Wall hatching is on in my existing layer set, and it shouldn't be. It's too bad. Non-layer set, existing floor plan. Wall hatching should not be turned on. There we go. So that's old. This is new. So we got this little note right here. This should be bam, and we should be able to pull this up. And this should change once we get into working plan view. And get back to floor plan view. Why not? Why not? Oh, it'll fix itself. There it goes. Okay. So we're, oh, I didn't realize this. We're getting rid of these two windows too. So we need my no work. Getting rid of that. That. What else? This. Any others? Yep. This. Oh, and I need to do a little plan transfer of all my label systems and everything. That should have done that, hopefully. Didn't. That's a mold unit. Funny. Okay. Something said it's suppress label. Why? Oh, because it's the windows used in the shower. Dang it. Yeah, that's dumb. Okay. Let's just go. And then let's deselect these. There we go. There we go. Cool. Should just save this to my. Okay. Cool. Should be able to close this down now. Any other windows? Oh, there's one more window upstairs. Which one? This one. And can't tell what they're saying about this here. 24.5 times 61. Oh, they're just changing windows. Yeah, so if they're changing, it's still to be removed. Cool. Yeah, if you're watching and wondering what the heck I'm doing, it's just moving quick. I think I'm just moving quick, hopefully. Okay, so that's AB. Now back to new. And I don't know that they need to show what they need to show. Can I just show countertops? Would be awesome if I just could do that. So I don't know. It's a good question. It's a question I should have asked. Boy, this doesn't want to rotate the way I want it to. I should have just done that right the first time, but oh well. Let's explode that. And then we just have cabinets. So sure. Who knows? Who knows? They're just showing cabinets, so I'm just showing cabinets. Oh, 44, 8, 10. Okay. Oops. 10. And you wanted this to be 60 inches. Oh, and this is 47 inches. Okay. Whatever. What else are we looking at here? Remove bay, remove wing wall. Yep. New window. Okay. And the rest of these are existing windows. Like that. That'll fix itself sometime. Don't know why I'm getting random room label eval errors, and I also don't know why. Oh, I got rid of my wall. How did I do that? Someone see me get rid of my wall? Dang it. Dang it. How the heck did I do that? Oh, why is this wall long? Oh, I just did a paste, not paste long. Why is that wall long? Oh, I'm pasting it from the wrong level. Funny. I'm making all kinds of errors. Look at this. Look at this guy today. That's what happens when you go too fast. There we go. Now let's try some wall hatching. I wish you could drag out the wall hatching tool. There's no reason why it needs to be a click place. You should be able to click place or click and drag. That's my opinion on that. Sweet. There we go. Yeah, right. Let's not go there, cottage keeper. No need to run on the treadmill if you're cooking in that kitchen. Yep, it's a workout. Oh, you saw me remove the wall, huh, Jared? Dang it. Yeah, I didn't know I did it. Yeah, and Nikki caught what I did as well. Yeah, I'm slipping up a little bit. Okay. What else do we got? Non-load. I'm still curious about this wall. I still say there's no way this is non-load bearing. I call BS, but whatever. We'll get rid of it. Um, and I mean, this could just be new flooring here. So, and this will fix itself someday. What else is in here? Well, then we got to switch to electrical plan and do some, honestly, what the heck? Do you guys do a demo electrical plan? You ever do that? I've never needed to. Be curious though. I mean, sometimes commercial, I got to do like reflected ceiling plan to show demo. But yeah, I've never needed to. And get rid of all these. In fact, I don't know that they need anything special here. Why can't we just come in here and just do something really generic like that? I doubt they even need switches. In fact, I'd almost say get rid of all the switches. Does this restrictive selection tool give us other just switches? Like if we were to say, let's get rid of all switches. No, it doesn't. But I think the switch tool does. Restrictive select switches, yeah, you can do that. Yeah, Canvas spends so much time putting in all this extra crap that a lot of jurisdictions don't need it. You need it in mine, you need it in California, but you're not going to need it in North Carolina, which is where this is done. So I'd say a lot of this stuff, you don't need it. Like, what does this B stand for anyways? What is this electrical service? What is this? You don't even know what this is. A blank wall plate? Really? You know, I guess for the right customer, that's nice, but man, certainly don't need that for construction documents. Smoke detector is another thing. Although, why they wouldn't have two smoke detectors, assuming one of them's carbon. Yeah, no demo for me either. You do add electrical to your demo plan. I add electrical to my demo plan, but it's a little challenging with the text and the 2D CAD being on a separate layer. Interesting. So what do you, I mean, do you just edit your 2D CAD for that? Yeah, and I mean, this is scope of work. So to me, I don't need to see any of this other stuff, any of these other light fixtures. I'd be getting rid of all this. The light tool makes it so you can select all light fixtures, I thought. No, the outlet tool. Outlet tools restrictively select. Oh, no, that's not true either. So it's only select marquee similar. I always have to remember this is opposite of the cabinet function, which is so strange to me. Why would they do that? Oh, no, you can't select all light fixtures. I thought you could. You can't. Huh. All right. Whatever then. What an annoying thing. So what do? Match properties tool? Sure. Match properties tool for the win. Yeah, that was simpler. All right. Look at this. This is some trim left over. Yeah, Canvas does some funny stuff, man. Huh, okay. Use a reference to plan to show the demo. Turn the E layer and text white so it covers what is to. So you're saying that the 2D CAD that's in that represents your electrical symbol is in a layer that you have that you want to keep turned off in demo. Okay. I feel like if I had time to think about that, I could figure something out for it. Yeah, I'm with you, cottage keeper. Unless there's an extended beam here and they've changed the joist direction and then this is bearing and somehow they're spanning they could span 25 feet across garage. So it's possible that there's a bearing here and they switch direction. It's possible. It's not, I don't think it's likely. So I would call BS as well. What is all this junk here? I'd be curious to open this up the 3D on this thing and see what all the crap they put in these plans. All right. Okay. Let's look at my layout real quick. Let's just grab this. I think I'm okay with. I'd rather this move up. Yeah, let's pan this up. What, there? Sure. We should be able to do tab input for this when we're panning. I think. I think that would be beneficial. Get the page. Second floor. Perfect. I don't think there's a need for a roof plan here, but just in case. They built framing. Interesting. I don't think I built framing. I didn't hit the build framing tool. Let's delete all framing. Delete objects framing. Boy, does that look convoluted. Oh, there's no foundation on this. Is there not? All right, I made it. How far? How much time did I make into this video before I pulled the 3D view? That's the longest ever. What is going on here? Why the I guess we're not going to use any elevations, huh? What is going on here? But yes, there is no foundation, and I don't know if we need one, but let's just make one real quick. This is all the funny little things they add. Why is there an HVAC register here? Oh, because there was a bay window there. That makes sense. Gotcha. All right. There we go. That's looking a little prettier. Ugh. Ugh. Um, using the wrong tool for that, am I not? Yes, I am. Let's do this instead. And we're going to temporarily turn the manual dimension layer on so that we can pull this. Yeah. Could have probably done that in a more efficient way, but who knows? Okay. Mm. We're missing a floor below, huh? What happens if you overlay them? You guys ever do this? You ever overlay a view? So let's edit the view. Let's say it uses any floor. And so I'm using now the second floor overlaid underneath the first with a cut. Huh, kind of works. Yeah, kind of works. Suppress the dimension on this one. I mean the label on this. I don't know. Kind of works. Here's a window order overview and pop this to second floor in case we need some, and then I wonder if my tool that automatically makes my existing windows, I wonder if it would make sense to say don't include it in schedule in that same tool. Boy, would that make it efficient. It would make it super fast. Why are my wall labels on here? Okay. I wish style palettes worked on mold units. That would be great. Can we use an object properties to pick up a comment only? Comment, yeah. And then spray it across. Does not seem to have affected this, because that would have been cool. Why is this door mold unit? It must have a transom on it. So this is limited to mold units that weren't built from doors, I guess. Or my code is wrong. No. Let's try this. Whatever. Okay. Just wished all the behavior across all windows and doors was the same as mold units. That would make a lot of sense. It would make too much sense, almost. It would almost make too much sense. Will this be a modern home? Very much no. Absolutely no. But what would be your questions about creating a modern home? What is this? I don't know what this is. Some kind of trim. Okay, so we're back to this. And basically all these windows are existing and should not be included in schedule. So if I were to do this, let's see if we can get an active schedule open and off to the side and see if I can start limiting this. Yeah, that's affecting it. Cool. Nice, 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 nice. And how did all these labels get back to this dumb label that they had before? I swear I fixed those. Did I not? That's why it's so much easier to draw stuff in your own setup. Just trying to conform. Like Chief needs a better way to do a transfer into a new template. And I guess while I'm here, oh, this is some kind of uncheck that, recheck that. There we go. And this is all going. This is the new plan. That's all. Bye-bye. Bye, 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 bye. Switch to intersected mode, walls, and I believe all of the all of this is going. Not this one. Right? Right, right, right. What is all this? There's so much junk in here. I must show fixtures in my as-built. Dang it. No, I don't. Do I? Yeah, I do. Why? Oh, it's the demo layer. That's why. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Oh, and then I offset all my interior doors. Why aren't you guys telling me how much I'm screwing up? Dang it. Okay. why that happened. Okay. This is starting to look like something. Let's see, Pasha, you said I can't seem to draw a modern roof with polylines. What is slowing you up on that? What would be stopping you? And David, I saw that. I still feel like I'm moving pretty quickly. So there. Let's see. All right. So I still need no work. I'm gonna fix this tool right now. I think my no work tool should omit something from the schedule. Only problem with that is that doesn't fix another issue though. All right, so this should be fully contained. Yes, that should work on those. Once this guy's shut down and I switch to the working plan and I go down a level and we confirm that this is false. Okay. I need to put that on more layer sets so that this fixes to this. Existing, cool. Existing, cool. And then some of these are going to be new. Okay, upper floor. Look at this craziness. What are we doing here? Cabinets. Just short of the bathroom. Okay. Closet is 32. And you've got a door, and who knows? And you're saying 72. Yeah, this guy seems to know kind of what he's doing a little bit. So maybe he was right about the bearing wall. Who knows? Assuming 2-4. Okay. Oops. Shower. I got a new kit coming out, and it's a bunch of shower tools, and they're pre-built, and they're awesome. They are freaking awesome. So I need a full height wall. I have not built the full height wall one, but it would be very easy to do. So here is shower. And then what is this? 48 total. Okay. Let's open this bad boy up. So I'm going to flip this. And then this section, we're going to ditch the cap. Ditch cap. Ditch the top. Ditch that. And in fact, we're even ditching the upper opening. Cool. And then this door. And we're ditching the wall end cap because we don't need it. Blank area needs to be just opening is fine. No, we want that to just go away. Layout vertical. There we go. And then this door gets split and the upper portion gets to be opening with no shells. And it's, call it 18 inches, 16 inches. How about that? Cool. And it even has a sloped floor. And then if you want to, you can still show a wall such as that. And it's not going to affect the look of it at all. And then we got some kind of double vanity, which, oh, so there's got to be a half wall here. So I did all that work for nothing because it still needs a half wall. Or a full wall. Who knows? It's probably a half wall. Let's do this. Let's go. Which one's locked? This one's locked. Lock width. Yeah. So let's go 60. Split. Split this. Okay, I'm gonna split this. This should just be in this. Right. That does not work. Nope, it doesn't. It's okay. Get rid of that. I want to split material. Split material. Yep. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I'm still screwing this up. Dang it. I need this to be complete split vertical. That's what I did wrong. I did this wrong. Okay. There we go. That would have been the right way to do it the first time around. Yeah. Way easier. Only this was a half wall. Why'd you do that? What is wrong with me? This is a new system. I'm getting used to it still. Try this again. All right. So split vertical. Yes. And then this one is going to be This one's going to remain exactly like this. That's what's going to happen. And this lower section item height is going to be 42. There we go. You big dodo bird. Yeah. And took me 5 million years, but I think we got it. Let's see how close I am. We'll see in a minute. Electrical should be displayed in this view. Clearly going to take the smoke detector out of the shower. And then what are they saying? They want a 30-inch, what is this, a pocket door? That's a little tight. Oh, but my vanities are maybe messed up. Okay. Where am I? Where am I? Where am I? Where am I? Hey, look at that. Look at that. What is going on with the ceiling height on this floor? We think it's that low, huh? Okay. Yeah, so there's our wall. And our half wall's in here somewhere. See? See how this works? Isn't that cool? Ceiling height's really low in there. Also, why is their field of view? Oh, they've been listening to me too much. They got their field of view at 35. Someone was watching my YouTube videos at Canvas. That's funny. That's really funny. Um, oh, wait, no, that's my template. Oh, I'm using an overview camera. Okay. I'm being an idiot. What floor am I on? Where is my bathroom? Where the heck am I? I'm on the other yeah, I'm on the other side of the house. Okay, so bathroom is here. There it is. All right. Oh yeah, they got a lower ceiling in here. Okay. But look at that. Isn't that slick? So all you have to do is make sure that these walls have no moldings on them. So it shows appropriate in plan view, and then you get a fully built shower, and everything is sprayable. This door needed to be reversed, but that's okay. No big deal. Right, so that gets to be drywall, and then on the inside, and it could do a tile wrap if you want. There's the wall poking through. Could make an invisible wall, or just move it just a hair. Or wait, is this my wall? No, that's part of the cabinet. That's my wall. Should have been a split material. Oh, it's not. It's a single material. Whatever. Close enough. That's got to be an old light fixture, huh? $36 opening. Which way is swinging? You swinging it into the water closet? That's annoying. They said 72 overall. There's my 72. So I need shorten this down by 7 inches overall. That's a lot. Okay. Bathroom done? 20.5 by 34. Well, and this window's off. Or wait, this got moved somehow. This is 36. How did this get moved? Did I move that? Okay. So we're calling this 20 at 34. Oh yeah, they're shrinking that. All right. Crown molding, yuck. Okay. I didn't have it in there. They put it in there. I don't know. You don't like crown molding? There's some times when I like crown molding. Egress window 24.5 by 36. So this is a new window. 24.5 by 30 by 61. Must be single casement, huh? How are they pulling that off? And this is new. And now these both get to include in schedule. Okay. What are these stupid moldings? Ew, default siding. I mean, they're pretty cheap, man. They're pretty cheap. Yeah, the crown mold needs to go from the bathroom. Yeah, I get it. Because of the shower area. Chop. Yeah. Well, also, this is still labeled as a bedroom, and it is now a bathroom. You're saying it doesn't need its crown molding. I agree. Sure. Cool. Yeah, the great thing about this shower setup to me also is that we can do a little bit more like uniform things with easier things with wall elevation tool and flooring area, etc. Of course, there's a give and take with that too. There's some problems with that as well. All right, so this gets filled. All right. What? Come on. Come on. Oh, don't you hate it when it doesn't snap like this? Here's my trick. Just rotate it. Oh, and it still didn't quite snap. Dang it. Oh well. I tried. Oh no, I changed my hotkey to connect walls. That's too bad. And what the heck is this? Don't know. Don't care. Ugh. Why do they convert? I don't know why Canvas spends so much time converting moldings. It's really obnoxious. In fact, I just want to get rid of all their moldings. What is this? They have them going down the stairs and oh, they're solids. They use solids everywhere. Yeah, it's that obnoxious. I also still don't know how these old dimensions keep showing up. Okay. What are they doing? They have a closet running into running into a window. Oh, so they're removing this window. No idea the length of the closet. Adding a 72-inch window. Why wouldn't they just call this the egress window then? And 72 by what? And so we got a hatch going in here. Oops, wrong one. I want to do that for the downstairs ones too. Okay. Um, what else? 36-inch door. Oh, this continues. Big fan of these big doors, huh? Big doors. Multiple exhaust fans here. How many exhaust fans were there? Okay. Sure. Sure. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. These look like they're the same windows. These windows get deleted. Would have been helpful if I caught that note before I spent a ton of time on them. 60 sliding. 60 by 60. Oh. What did it say? Renee, I get there are better ways to model things besides solids, your favorite being cabinets. Is there a particular reason? Solids can really slow a plan down. I don't know why. It's been a glitch for a while. Chief doesn't really recognize it, but especially when you have a selected solid, you can slow a plan down. Just isn't like you have to do a lot of extra work to manage layers, especially if you're transferring to someone else's template, and maybe they're coming in on some custom layer now, or who knows what, or it might be confusing another end user because they're selecting something that's on a molding layer, but it's actually a solid and they're trying to treat it like molding. And it just gets everybody wondering what the heck is happening. Whereas they built those solids to take the place of the molding tool. Why didn't they just use the molding tool? And you'd have to go in and see exactly what they're doing. They're also just adding a lot of info because they're trying to pull it from the scan. But I mean, these people that aren't in our industry don't understand that, like, I don't need that info. I'd rather it not be there. I'd rather there no time wasted on it because I have to go through and delete it. I don't need to show those things, right? I'm not pulling elevations in my hallway. Like, so it's kind of one of those things where it becomes you're working with someone that doesn't know how you work. And that's ultimately my response is that they're putting in stuff that I think a junior drafts person would be putting in, and I didn't need them. And it would be great if they just asked, do we really need this stuff? Because look at this. I've been cleaning up this plan constantly because they have stuff like this. Now this is probably a trim board for the staircase, and why didn't they use the built-in trim? Who knows? Oh, it's like some fake wainscoting that they're doing. And so that does come back to, like, hey, why don't you just ask me if I need this fake wainscoting detail with this molding profile and all this extra junk that you put in here? And because it's just muddying up my plan on top of whatever the heck this is. They got a custom backsplash on this. So yeah, they're trying to make a wainscot go up the wall. And then there's just other goofy stuff. Like, what's even happening here? What's going on with this transition? Looks like this might be a manually edited wall, which we don't want to be doing. No, maybe not. I have no idea why this wall is having all these cut issues. And then you have these little solids in here like this that I don't need. And I don't need any of this crap, and it's just not the best modeling technique for wainscoting, period. You should be using cabinets for that. Absolutely. Yeah, look at all this. And look how much work it is for me to clean this up. Like, get real. What is this? And they should be asking, like, 90%, 99% of the time, we're using Canvas to do some as-built. So putting in details like that on the as-built, a lot of times we don't need to see that. So they should be asking. But yeah, these are all individually drawn solids. And would the price go down if I said, hey, I don't want this junk in here? I'm literally remodeling this entire floor and I want all this crap that you put in here. Yeah, who knows? It's everywhere. I mean, this would take hours to clean this up. Or maybe not. Maybe we do it in a plan view, but cute. I don't know why rotate about point doesn't honor orthogonal angle snaps. Why can't I get this on a 90-degree turn? Isn't that funny? They need to fix that. That's a big dumb thing. Oh, I rotated the wall. Dang it. Skills, yeah. Yeah, there's some download time trying to figure out what the heck it is. Now, I hear that Canvas does some really nice work, but all I see, because that's what comes to me, is all of Canvas's really shoddy work. So my perspective of their service is pretty bad, which is why I've started competing with them. I'm now offering to convert your Canvas scan instead of you paying them to convert their Canvas scan. Sorry, Canvas. Come at me if you want. Because you can give me the raw scan file until they take that function away. kind of don't want to show any of this stuff in any other areas. Period, period, period. And this is that. Let's get rid of all the electrical items in here. Don't need to show any of the only thing I need to show is a big, huge smoke detector, which I have. I have a big version of my smoke detector. That's for if you want to show a partial plan view. Somewhere. Like when I'm not doing an entire plan view house, like I want a zoomed in version and I don't need to show an entire plan view, I'll throw these huge smoke detectors in here. And that just makes it so we can send it at a much, at a different scale, right? Someone remind me the code. Why am I forgetting this? It's in the bedroom and outside of the hall. It's just outside of the hall, outside of the bedroom. Why am I forgetting that? Have you heard when the beta version of X15? I have, but we're on NDA for that stuff. But KBIS is next week, and they always show stuff at KBIS. So, what is Canvas? Canvas takes an Apple iPhone or iPad's LiDAR, and they scan with the LiDAR, and they also have some kind of algorithm that mixes in photogrammetry with the LiDAR where the LiDAR fails. And then it produces a point cloud data, which is like a 3D object, that then they bring in to software and trace from. And the resolution of the LiDAR sensor on the iPhone is abysmal. So that's problem number one. So you're getting okay accuracy, sometimes good accuracy, who knows. And then they are hiring overseas technicians to essentially trace across that point cloud data and make their best guesstimate. So you could instead send me the LiDAR data and I would do the same thing that they would do, only I'm using an inherent large knowledge base of building in the trades. Yeah, I'll show you. I'll show you what it looks like. Show you what the actual scan looks like. If I can remember a project like this one. I think I usually, that's not my work. Let's see. I usually place the, that's not it either. Dang it. I usually place the scan in a separate file to reference. Oh, shoot. Well, I thought I had some point cloud data projects going on here, but maybe I don't. Who else has some point cloud data? Okay, I got one. Let's see. Well, when you use acronyms for project names, you just can basically say, I'm not going to remember what the heck that is. Dang it. I don't have a point cloud immediately ready. I wish I did. They are just the ugliest, muddy little scans ever. Must have been pulled out of here. Huh. Yeah, don't have it. Dang it. Next time. I have videos about it though. But yeah, the point cloud comes in just just kind of crazy looking. But I will always put it in its own file, um, and then change its Z location, and then use it as a glasshouse reference, and then I'll trace it that way. You could do it too. I mean, it works. Yeah, exactly, David. I've had your comment pinned. That's exactly what they're doing. And sometimes it's really difficult to understand what's even happening. I know I have one in this guy. Turner Woods. First floor scan. I'm pretty sure that's what this is. Oh yeah, there it is. Yep. Yeah, there you go. There is a scan coming from an iPhone. And this is actually a perfect example of just how bad a scan can be, because this particular scan straight up puts um, it puts the kitchen in the garage. And you can see the backside of the kitchen cabinet here. And it thinks that it's in plane right here, and that it's attached to this dining room, which would make sense. And it turns out that the garage is actually over here. And so, I mean, this is a bad case, right? Of where this really fails. And so the person scanning, the scan technician, didn't do a great job, is one thing, because it shouldn't be quite this bad. But this is what we're working with, right? And so you can get some straight sections here where this is clearly a wall, and you can bump the wall, nudge the wall until it's kind of Z fighting with the scan, and then you know that you are pretty well aligned. And then you have to use your knowledge of typical door sizes to kind of line stuff up as well. Um, but this particular scan shows sunken floors where there are none. So I spent a lot of time building from this scan, ended up being a wash because I ran into too many problems architecturally where I was like, came back to the client, I was like, something's wrong with this big time. And LiDAR does not work with a flood of overcast light. So if you're not blocking windows, which, 99 people out of 100 are not going to go tape all the windows, then what's happening is photogrammetry is taking over. And so it's taking the image, the perspective of the image, and it's messing around with, mixing the photogrammetry with the LiDAR scan to try to figure out what's happening where it can't figure out what's happening where there's a window. But it's like, you got to make your best guess on glass. Like, it's clear that this is a transom, but you'd have to have seen a lot of these to understand that this is a transom. And this transom is not the same size as this transom. And you got to say, is that probably true? It's probably not true. They're probably exactly the same and they probably line up. So then is it the scan that screwed up or what? So yeah, there's all kinds of I mean, this whole mixed thing, it took me a while to figure out that the garage is not here and that this was a problem. But I was trying to guess at what was happening here because this looks like a closet off the entry hall. But then all of a sudden we're in the backside of something that didn't make sense. So yeah, this is what Canvas is working with, and they do a good job considering that's what they're working with. And no one wants to pay them more than, what they're paying for their overseas contractors. So it's our fault, it's their fault, who knows. But yeah, I always run into the problem projects. This looks like a dumb way to make an as-built. Well, and for someone that's a very junior chief technician, maybe not, especially it depends on what your scope is. Like, did you really just need to measure 2 rooms in your municipalities, making you show the whole house? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe you put some control measurements in there, you fix what they gave you, and they did all the heavy lifting. Um, I'm an expert technician, so I go to the house and I build it in a couple hours with a helper. So yeah. Uh-oh. What happened here? My 3D mouse is ghosting me. I want to label this. We want to label this laundry. We're just going to fake it till we make it. I don't know. It's not doing what I want it to do. No one answered me. Why am I am totally forgetting where what? Oops. It's outside of the room or inside of the room. I can't remember. In each sleeping room, and then one outside of the room. Right. Duh. Okay. I knew that. You didn't see me mess up on that. Looking at these comments, there's some good ones here. I don't prefer either of them. They're both using the same LiDAR sensor. They're both using the worst LiDAR sensor. I prefer Matterport's actual professional LiDAR rig. That also does photogrammetry. And I mean, that's machines like, well, I don't know. I haven't checked in a while. It was like $6,000 for that machine. But that thing is a truly good LiDAR sensor and accurate. So it'll give you some fantastic point cloud data. LiDAR is cool. I have a professional LiDAR scan rig that Microsoft made, and they discontinued it. And I wish they didn't because it was super accurate. It's just no one ever, they made it open source, and no one ever jumped on it and developed anything that was viable. And the one company that did never figured out about the issue with light coming in from the windows, and so the scanner would run into an error, and their solution for it was, hey, start your scan over. And that's not going to work. So I don't think they ever took off because of that. And so it was just taking too much time to work from that. And then on top of that, they never really figured out how to track um, and keep, markers, datum, right? Milestones or whatever you want to call them. So they wanted you to print out targets and get that into the scan. And no one's going to do that. So that company never made it. And I know Mr. Mustache, Chad Holgerson, he uses a different service that he swears by, and we've seen it, and it works really well. And I can't remember the name of it. Yeah, yeah. There is a thing about being a good scan technician. I know people get like homeowners to use their iPhone to use Canvas, and I'm like, man, you're asking for an insurance case. You guys in the comment section are funny right now. Inside the bedroom. Oh, you're talking about the smoke detectors and in the hall. Yep, you got it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 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 That should scare you that I didn't remember that. Okay. All right. Where am I at with this thing? There's still something happening here. Oh, there's a whole new another bathroom happening here. And we're not referencing what we are. I need to open the as built again. Where's it back there? Okay, I did show this as demo. This did not need to be the whole wall demo, but that's okay. And so we're going to extend this, come like this. And it looks like some arbitrary distance. And here's another, I get to do a corner shower, which I do have that one set up. Only it's a short 36-inch. Oh, what happened there? And 36-inch. Does this look like how I want it? Opposite. Bam. Bam, bam, bam. Oh, except for it needs to be flipped. How come I can't think of why? How do I do that? Right. Do this and rotate. There we go. Yep. Okay. Cool. Showing pocket going in. What? Does this make sense to anybody? Doesn't that look like a pocket door going into there or something? And they're closing this wall off, but this is a closet door. Oh, they're getting into the closet from there. Okay, gotcha. All right. Okay. I'm going to assume this continued there before, right? It doesn't make sense to have this pocket into that. I'm just going to assume that. There we go. Why are the ceiling heights all wonky? I didn't even look. Oh, look at that. Yeah, half the ceilings are 7 foot 2. No idea. Yeah, that's funny. How did that get to be put as a closet? That's weird. Yeah, it's really funny. I didn't even see that. Hmm, good catch. Couldn't tell you. Wish they had a way we can offset this more automatically. And I hate the way that this dips this arrow the other way. But I shouldn't need to do all the cleanup. I should be able to set an offset distance for that. And then this string is just in a bad spot. What are we even doing here? Maybe like that. Maybe this one. Don't love that. Mm. What's that showing? What is this? Tray ceiling? Tray ceiling. To remove that. I have tray ceilings turned off on my floor plan, huh? Ooh, that's not good. Yeah, 7 foot 2. Yeah, doesn't make any sense, does it? Yeah, I don't know. That's very strange. I mean, it's pulling from finished elevation to finished ceiling elevation, so I'm not really sure. Of course, we haven't really went in and looked. Well, no, they looked low in 3D view. There might be a case where maybe I should be going and looking in the original plan to see if in my transfer this didn't work out somehow. Let's check it out. Because That doesn't look low. Yeah, that's 8 feet. So what happened? Unless they did a bunch of custom room heights, that shouldn't have mattered either. Unless my floor defaults didn't get transferred correctly. Or when I was splitting up all those rooms or taking away rooms. Yeah, look at these. These are all defaulted. So some of these, all right. So you guys are pointing out something that you guys caught something that obviously I didn't catch. So when I was removing these walls, it was inheriting the properties. So one of these rooms has got to be that lower ceiling height, and it's not following defaults because all these are following defaults. Yeah, so something here is not. All right. You guys are smarter than me tonight, I'm telling you. Or most nights, maybe. I'm just going to set this all to default. Why not? Doesn't matter. What? Oh, can't do it. Why not? Why not? It's the open below room that's messing me up, you think? And why won't this let me deselect this room? Let me change it this time? No. Oh, yep, it did. Okay. Look at that. I fixed the ceiling heights. It's got to be that. It's got to be. This must have been the problem or something. Who knows? I'm not going to worry about it. What is this? It's the old shower. All right, so I get to drop in a bunch of these guys, which should be new flooring, new flooring, new flooring, new flooring, new flooring, new flooring, new flooring. I don't know why I made this hatching this color when all the other hatching is solid. So we don't know. Some of these windows are probably wrong. Could scale this up. Sure. Mhm. Oops, I didn't want to do that. Let's just do this. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do either. Close enough. Need all the client's information. 2 hours, huh? We're not doing elevations. I don't think I need a kitchen plan view. And I don't need a cabinet schedule. By the way, I have a new hotkey methodology. Are you guys listening? Listen. Because I want to force this on you. Because we were having a little debate on this the other day. In fact, let me just take this off the. What do I do? How do I do this? It's just me. Yeah. So here's my deal. I like everything to be scalable. You want to expand on a system, you scale for that system, right? I have 5 hours of hotkey videos in my membership area, but I'm going to basically summarize it, which is that you want a scalable system. You don't want to take over any operating system functions. You want all the hotkeys that you have. Your main edit hotkeys should be, if you're going to use devices, it would be an awesome thing if you were using devices to program macro-based hotkeys that those devices and those like functions are going to be used across multiple different programs. That makes it easier to learn hotkeys in any one program by constantly using the same button for something that's similar in function, which is why we have system keys like Control O for open, Control N for new. Brings up a great point. We don't want to touch any of the system keys, which are basically all the left-hand keys. Control Z, Control X, Control C, Control V, A, S, W, Q, P, and N are all system combinations. And so it's really helpful if you do a hotkey stack, what I call a stack, where it's you take a single combination could be just a single letter press, and then you add modifiers to it. Control, Shift, Control Shift. Ignore Alt. Problem with Alt is a mnemonic key function. We hit Alt and it gives us underlined menu items across pretty much all programs that follow the software development kit coming from Windows. So we're not going to touch any Alt button combinations. So our stack is combo key and then add a modifier, Control Shift, Control Shift. The reason that's powerful is you might program Control and Shift as individual buttons that could be pressed at the same time on your thumb, so that you're just hitting something with your thumb and hitting a single key or doing some kind of swipe or macro combination to get to that. If you're using devices, you want all your main function keys to be complex combinations where you wouldn't ordinarily be able to do that with your hands if your hands are on the keyboard. Meaning that when my hands are on my mice, I want them to stay there and do everything they possibly can. When my hands are now on my keyboard, I want them to stay there and do everything I can. So more obscure key combinations are actually easier to remember. Key combinations should be relative to when you might have your hands on your keyboard. For instance, when I want to reach to my keyboard, I want to hit text. So it would make a lot of sense to have a very simple key combination to enable text, right? So for me, 1, 2 is that key combination. Sequential keys are really powerful. It gives us a lot more combinations. Basically, it gives us about 560 stacks, and a stack can be 4 combinations. So we're getting over 2,000 hotkey combinations, which is about as many tools as we have in Chief Architect. So if you're following this, we want to limit our use of, basically want single key presses that live within the system key stack to be something that falls in line with like a like parameter. So we know that Control S is save. And we also happen to know that S is a snap override, temporary snap override, which is toggleable in the middle of an action. And then, so then Shift S might be some other save function. And for me, Control Alt S, which is a standard hotkey for many other programs, is save as. Okay. Again, for me, for everybody, Control N is new document. So Shift N for me is new layout. Here's the new methodologies, just adding to this, is that in my stacks now, when I have to hit Control and Shift, I'm starting to rewrite everything so that in my brain, Control Shift should be some layout function. It's not perfect. It's not always going to be there like that, but I'm trying to fashion all my hotkeys so that Control Shift is some layout function. Everything else is, it's built for the convenience and ergonomics of once your keys are on your keyboard, that you should be able to do some simple key combinations to get all your major functions where you want to remain on the keyboard. And just reiterating, once my hands are back on my mice, then those are more complex functions, but for my most common hotkeys. So that I can go from Chief Architect to Gmail and hit the same buttons for all the like functions. And I can go to Twinmotion and hit the same buttons for all the like functions. And it becomes really easy to remember. So within that realm, my stack is going to be a sequence combo key for exterior walls. Add control. Now it's an interior wall. Add shift. Now it's a room divider wall. And then now I'm having to think about, okay, do I want to continue the stack and keep utilizing more walls, which would make sense? Or do that Control Shift mean, is there something tangible and similar in layout that would be similar to walls, so that that Control Shift automatically triggers, hey, this is a function in layout that I should be utilizing. Brings me back to basically all of my major edit keys and all of my major tool functions are on my two devices. And so I'm not worried so much about that Control Shift stack on those two devices because that's a macro action. I'm just hitting a button or doing a swipe. But when my hands are back on my keyboard, that's when I want my Control Shift modifiers to be specific to layout. So a perfect example of this is X for me is delete. Control X for me is cut. And then Shift X should be some other function that is a delete. There's plenty of different deletes you could bind it to. But now Control Shift X is delete page in layout specifically. So that's a perfect example of a stack that we're divisioning between layout and plan. That's it. That's all I got. I think I'm done drafting. That was 2 hours, but it felt a lot longer. Yeah. What happened to my floor framing view? I know I pasted it here. Didn't I? And here's that funny little double paste, which someone coming into this is not going to know what that is, how they did that. I did that. Oops. Oh, maybe that's what I did. I deleted it. What am I doing? Floor frame replan. Okay. First floor frame. That is not the first floor. I don't know. I'm losing it. Is that the first floor? No, that's okay. Whatever. Just in case they ever need all floors. Framing plans. There. Ding, ding, ding. Roof plan. Roof plan's all messed up. What is this? Oh, it's a dormer. This is where, if Jared Beamer's still in here, Beamer. Are you going to KBiz, dude? If you are, let's hang out. Um, is anyone here going to KBiz? This is he's been bugging for years to get roof default so we don't have to do stuff like this. But this would more clearly show that those are dormers. Look at that. Cool. Put a little fill style on it. Let's go Q key. Would have been good if I remembered what color that was before I on one today. I'm telling you. And those are dormers. Now, what's that look like in layout? Yeah. Cool. That clearly shows like one floor versus the other, I think. Although I would very much doubt that this is happening in real life. They don't. Let's see. I could. What's he saying? What are you saying, Cody? No NBA player lives there. Yeah. All right. Maybe the original house design was fashioned in Franklin. Okay. We have a lot in that Portland. Okay. They don't burn when you touch them. What are you saying there? I feel like you're being a jerk. Sorry, that's very dad. Okay. All right. I mean, that was easy to just talk out. It's a very different thing actually building it out. Yeah, I picked that up. Sorry about that. KBiz, yeah, that's in Vegas, and that's next week. And I will be at the booth. I'll be at Chiefs booth on Wednesday, and they're in West Hall 1. And so I'll be there all day Wednesday. Cool. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Time for me to go eat, relax, get ready. I'm on a trip to Utah with my friends. Need a little vacation this time of the year, and then I'm straight to KBiz. So if you're there, give me a shout. I will be at the booth all day Wednesday, but I'll be there Tuesday through leave Friday morning. So you want to come grab me, come have a chat, please do. Later.